Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to Houston Life. It's July 8th. I'm Derek Shore.
And I'm Courtney Savala. Cheers, we're halfway through the week. And cheers, we're halfway through the week.
Ooh, nice cup there.
Socially distant.
Oh, that's right. We can't touch our cups.
I like your cup, too.
Thank you. They seem to match. Folks, have you noticed our little Houston Life, what do you call these, wine sippies? Insulated wine cups?
Yes, stemless.
Stemless wine glasses.
Insulated.
But they're not glass.
With the lid and the logo of your favorite show.
I'm so glad. I could use a drink halfway through this week.
I know what you're thinking. How do I get my... Yes, there is actually stuff in here. No, I'm just kidding. How do I get my hands on the HL swag? Well, tell them, Derek.
Well, so, you know, we do this wine club here at Houston Life, and now we're making it possible for regular viewers to join the wine club. It's super easy. All I have to do is go to our website, HoustonLife.tv. Why are you laughing?
Regular viewers? What do you mean?
Regular, like they tune in regularly every day.
Okay.
Or they eat a lot of fiber, I don't know. Regular viewers.
Regular viewers.
Just like our day-to-day, like you tune in regularly to watch the show. That's what I meant.
Okay, got it. Got it. I got the giggles a little bit today.
Okay.
I know.
Uh-oh.
But these are so fun because if you're not registered, you can't ever win one of these.
So essentially, if you register, you learn first about giveaways, you have first dibs on giveaways, and you learn about virtual hangouts and wine club happenings. And I think we're planning to have coupons and stuff. We're trying to get some local retailers to give us some deals and discounts.
Right, but what you need to do is register right now online on our website, HoustonLife.tv, and that gives you all of the access. Look, we don't need a social security card. We don't need any of that. We just need your name and an email and no other information, but it's great stuff. I posted it on my Facebook page again yesterday, and I love all the responses from people because it's been great. And just do it. There's no time limit, but it's great to be in the know. It's sort of like a newsletter kind of a thing.
Yeah, I love that we used a Lori Loughlin Giphy there too. It seems like
those were better days for her.
Strange choice. It's so funny. Tex has his wet little snout. Like he comes up and he's been rubbing my fingers with his little snout. I know, he's so sweet. Yeah, join our wine club. We do have a lot of fun. And just like with bingo, we get to hang out with viewers virtually, of course, on Zoom, get to know you guys and where you're from and a little about your life. It is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. And then you can snap fun pictures of where you're there. Okay, I'll pet you. Where your drink cup takes you, you know, the backyard, whatever. Just let us know. You know, but it's all, these are really cute. This is our first sight on these today.
Yeah, I knew. It's funny. I think they keep all of our Houston Life swag in a room with a locked key because I didn't even know we had these, but they are pretty good. Do we get to keep these?
I hope so.
I hope so. We might know a couple people. So we got to be sure that Lauren and Gabe get some of these too to enjoy in their backyard pool. Lauren has been such a good sport this week. It's challenge week, right? And all week long, we have been checking in with Lauren while she's been doing these challenges. And what's awesome, I text like hit the prompter and
I know it went to the end of the show.
I don't know what we're talking about. So if you don't know what challenge week is, all week long we have been challenging Lauren Kelly to do things. There's a little paint by numbers scenario she was trying, and the whole goal was that she finished these tasks within the full hour, right? And then of course yesterday her task was to take some cardboard and duct tape and make a raft that would float. I'm pretty sure no one was even looking at the raft. But by the end of the show, she, you know, she did it. She was able to float. So we'll see what she gets up to today. Are you okay?
He's like licking my face. I don't know what's going on.
It's that bacon face wash you've been
it's
using.
so good. Oh, no, Tex. No. Sit down. He literally we were snout to snout just a minute ago.
Oh.
I know, it's so cute. I'm sorry, I didn't hear a word you said.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Okay.
See, now he's coming over. He's like, something yummy's in that cup.
Tex is always trying to get into something new. So we will check in with Lauren and see what the challenge is today. The only hint we gave her yesterday is that today's challenge involves eggs.
Okay.
So that could mean any number of things. I was thinking maybe it's an egg drop.
Or like the toss or something, or I don't know.
Toss, where you have to toss it without the egg breaking.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll find out. She's going to be in her kitchen, so something tells me it's,
okay.
something she'll have to cook.
Okay. She's very talented.
Tex really is busy. Isn't it funny how when you have a dog or a child, right, all you have to do is turn your head for 1 second and their snout is right in your glass of Prosecco, right?
I mean, yes. And let me just tell you something. This happened yesterday. So Oscar, you know, is 7 months old. And I mean, it's like having a baby in the house. Like, it really...
Well, yeah, he is a baby.
I know, but it's just a lot. It's a lot happening. And he's a counter surfer. We're really trying to, you know, hone that.
Well, he's tall now, right?
He's very tall.
So he can stand up and put his paws on the counter, no problem.
No problem at all.
So all you have to do is look away for a second and dinner's gone, right?
Dinner's gone. He's eaten like full avocados and eggs and sausage. But yesterday we had kind of a mishap. So I came in from work and was chatting with him, you know, about his day, how his day was.
Chatting with Oscar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I looked over further into the kitchen and there was an empty box.
On the floor?
On the floor of stacked cookies.
Oh, our stacked cookies. No, our favorite.
I know. And so not quite sure. He definitely ate more than, I mean, he ate a lot. Let's just say that. They weren't all chocolate, so we called the vet. And, you know, he was fine. He burped a lot and had some serious bowel problems.
Oh, no.
It was coming out that end. It didn't come out, the other end.
Oh, no.
Bless
that's
his
too
heart.
bad. In the house?
Well, I mean, he was able to go outside. I mean, it wasn't
okay,
like...
that's good.
Yeah. But we had kind of a scare because I thought, oh my gosh, this can't be, this is very bad.
So what'd you do? You called the vet, as
Called
you
the
said,
vet, and she said that, you know, keep an eye on him. Obviously, not a great scenario, but she was more concerned, you know, if it was like raisins or grapes or something, you know, were they full chocolate bars? No, they weren't. So, you know, she said monitor, make sure he's good. But he still went to puppy school yesterday, Believe in Dog, with Stephanie, who he loves, and ate his dinner and everything. But, you know, he ate, I think, 6 cookies.
Oh, that's a lot of cookies.
That's a lot of cookies.
He's such a
There wasn't a
sweet
crumb to be
baby,
had.
though. Oh, really?
No.
So just
He
while,
smelled great.
While someone was looking, his breath smelled great. Yeah. So while someone wasn't looking, he just swiped the whole box off the counter.
The whole box off the counter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a skill.
I know. We're working on that. You know what that means? Just don't, you can't leave the bathroom doors open because he eats all the toilet paper, shreds it everywhere, gets into the trash. Paper towels, not so much. It's the toilet paper thing that he loves, just shredded everywhere.
Yeah, dogs
Sandals,
love ripping.
flip-flops, hats, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Didn't he eat a pair of your sunglasses the other day?
Oh, yeah. Sure did. Favorite running glasses.
Oh, that's too bad.
I know. Someone really cute on my Facebook page did send me a link to replace the lenses. And I said, well, this is beyond repair. Thank you so much for sending that. But like the frames are actually chewed apart. So there's no replacing the lenses.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Take it out of his allowance.
Sometimes when you buy something on a credit card, that credit card will have accidental damage protection.
I know, but this was a gift. Even worse.
Oh, can you call the person back?
Well, she saw it. She's like, I can't believe your face. I said, I know. Do you want to buy me another pair? No, just kidding. I replaced them. I did order. They're the gooder glasses, the gooder ones that I gave you a pair for Christmas, and they're great. They don't, what I love about them is they don't slip.
You can run and you can exercise, and when you sweat, they stay on your face.
Yeah, but apparently he thought they tasted pretty good.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad. Well, I'm glad he's doing
tales.
okay despite the stomach issues. I guess he's not alone because Tex the other day, oh, my Lanta.
He was having a bad day.
He seemed totally fine. I was having the bad day because I was in the line of fire.
Right.
Next to the caboose.
Bless his heart.
He didn't even say he was sorry about it.
No, he didn't even flinch.
He didn't even flinch. What do they say? Silent but deadly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was deadly. So last week on the show, we were chatting about things that the boomer generation, phrases that they say, right? And we also included some younger generation like Gen Y, Gen X, Gen Z, millennials, right? Which are Gen X. Millennials and Gen X are the same thing, I believe.
Are they?
I think they are.
Okay.
Yeah, born like early 80s.
Okay.
Kat is saying no. No, I'm pretty sure they are, right? Generation X, early 80s. So I'm technically like Gen X and millennial, right?
Okay.
So what's funny is we found this article online about some of the fashion trends that Gen Z seems to love, but nobody else can understand, right? So just when we thought we were sort of being stylish, I guess we're not.
Right. Okay, so you want to start with the list of what they
let's do
say?
it.
Okay, so the first one is athleisure. Now, I think so many of us can relate to this. I don't think that's generational, only because maybe after being in quarantine, we're all athleisure. Everybody's wearing their, you know, yoga pants or their joggers. I don't know about that being athleisure. That looks like it's part of maybe a music video.
Yeah,
I'm not working out in that.
They do look like stars. But I think maybe the point here is that for a lot of people who maybe put on yoga pants and a sports bra to go to the grocery store when they haven't actually been working out.
Right.
It's not like they're cruising by the store on their way home from the gym.
Right.
There was definitely a time when suddenly everyone was going out in public wearing athleisure wear.
Yeah, because you're just sitting at home.
But back in the day, you wouldn't wear, I mean, you would wear something probably like jeans and whatever to the grocery store. You wouldn't wear workout pants. Do you remember when Juicy Couture was a thing and it had Juicy on the backside? Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought that was so nasty.
And then down the side, and then everybody picked up after that.
It was so nasty. I'm sorry, actually. I need to be careful what I say.
Be careful. That was very popular.
If I see you at the grocery store wearing the words juicy on your backside, don't worry, I'm not going to come up and say anything.
Not going to tap you on the shoulder?
No, I'm just going to
He's just going to take a picture of you as you walk away.
And then send you a nasty message afterward. No, I would never do that. You know, to each his own. And honestly, it
was a trend. It was a style at the time.
It was a trend, but they were just sort of, I don't know, they were just bad. And they were expensive.
They were low, number one, because they were hipster. So that was the time, you know, you'd bend over and sometimes you would see the undergarments of people.
Or the stamp.
Yeah,
like a lower back tattoo.
The stamp, that was highly visible. So now everything's high-waisted, so it was definitely, you know, a different, but it was part of the time. It was also terry cloth or velour.
Yeah.
So it translated to different seasons.
Aren't terry cloth and velour both just polyester?
Oh, yeah, highly flammable.
And hot. And hot. But also, what I found interesting about the whole Juicy Couture thing is that when you have a word, I mean,
well, that's where you want people to look.
Right. It immediately draws people's attention to that area of your body. I can't imagine wearing words.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tex.
Oh, you scared him.
Okay, what else do we have?
Okay, so we have tiny glasses or sunglasses.
Tiny glasses.
So what is this? This is for current generation that they have them?
I don't know.
They love tiny glasses.
But why tiny glasses, though? It doesn't seem functional.
I don't know. It's probably, remember Boy George, Culture Club, the 80s? I mean, everything old is new again. This was a look in the 80s.
Do you remember the tiny cell phone craze?
Yes.
Okay, so do you guys remember Serena Altschul? She's now on CBS Sunday Morning.
Yeah.
I've known her for years, right? So she used to be on MTV. She would do more news every hour at 10 to the hour right here on MTV. So in LA, Serena and I did this show once, and after the show was done, she was like, hold on one second, I'm trying to hitch a ride on Kevin Spacey's plane back to New York. And I was like, oh my gosh, she is so cool. Serena is so cool. She pulled out of her pocket a phone the size of a paperclip, and she was like, hello, Kevin. I'm just finishing. It was so small, you could barely even see it. So I understand small things, but at some point, you know, just like the phone, the sunglasses become too small to even be effective.
Right, you can't even operate it. How would you dial?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe with
a pin?
Her fingernails. Yeah. I still tease her about that phone.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. The other thing that Gen Z loves, they like vintage things, like early 2000 inspired trends.
Vintage? Hold on. What?
Yes.
Early 2000, is that officially considered vintage?
For them, I guess, right?
Oh man.
It's 20 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Vintage. Who knew?
And denim with rips and patches. I mean, this is not revolutionary. Bucket hats, tie-dye, sustainably eco-friendly clothing.
What's a bucket hat?
Like a fisherman hat. Like Gilligan's Island, like that.
Yeah, those are
right?
cute.
That's a bucket hat.
I think that seems kind of classic.
Yeah, I think those are coming back. I mean, again, everything in fashion is old, just reinvented.
Yeah, everything old is new again.
Bell bottoms, skinny jeans. There's the bucket hat.
It's cute.
Yeah, I love those.
It's very cute. I used to have one of those when I was a kid, but I would wear it like as a costume.
Now it's trend.
Now it is trend. Shoulder pads. I never understood shoulder pads too, especially like for women. You know, who was it? Janet Jackson and maybe Paula Abdul, Madonna, who had like the really sharp shoulders.
Yes, and listen, when you really knew that you made it with shoulder pads, you doubled up. You wore 4, 2 on each shoulder. That was a good look.
Doesn't that just make you look like your neck is small?
Yes,
if your
but it
shoulders
was
are
like,
up to here.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, it would be angled down.
Yes, yes.
Really?
Benetton, the good old days. The good old days.
You got to go through those photo albums at home and send us some pictures.
I know.
I don't think I ever had shoulder pads.
Oh,
Maybe
I
in one of my
did.
first suits as a child.
And everything back then not only had shoulder pads, but it was very large. Like you'd buy everything extra large. It was very baggy. Oh. You know?
Well, the 90s. I mean, the 90s, I think, was a really bad decade for fashion. Because people really did wear clothing that was...
Too big.
You know, too big.
And then the tuck, the fold and tuck jeans.
Oh, yeah, those I think are kind of cool.
Yeah. The Z Cavarici, Jabot, the big pleats. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't afford any of that stuff. I knew what they were because kids were wearing them, but especially back in the 80s, to spend $120 on a pair of jeans just seemed outrageous.
Out of control.
Never gonna happen.
I mean, you could get it everywhere. Remember Contempo Casuals? That was a good place.
There's not a men's store, though, right?
No, I think you would have gone to, like, what would be the men's store?
I didn't do, I mean, we shopped at like Kmart growing up.
Yeah.
And thrift stores.
But what was the men's, like, popular store back then?
I don't think there was one.
Yeah.
Was
yeah,
there?
there was. I just can't remember the names.
There was a Structure, like in the 90s.
Structure, that's it.
And Structure had like big waffle
Structure,
sort of.
and it was all men's, right?
Yeah, and then Structure went away. I think it just became Express Men, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The good old days.
The good old days. If we could just twinkle ourselves back to the Cottonwood Mall in Utah together.
Oh, gosh.
That was a depressing mall. They ripped it down. Anyway, we want to know what is maybe the most colorful, interesting, bizarre item you have in your closet at home. Inquiring minds want to know, so please, that's our question of the day. Send us in your responses and maybe attach a photo.
Yes, hopefully a photo. Yes.
Oh, yeah, photos are critical. We need to see.
We need proof.
We need to see. Okay, you ready to go out to Lauren?
I am.
Okay, folks, it is time now to announce Lauren Kelly's challenge for today. So far, the only hint, as a reminder, we've given her today's challenge involves eggs.
And she's joining us right now live from her kitchen. Hey, Lauren and Minnie.
Hey guys. Speaking of Gen Z and 90s, do you remember the butterfly clips? Oh, man, I took my senior photos in that. I want to burn them all, so I will not be discussing that any further.
No, we want to see photos of that, Lauren.
Always so good are the banana clips. The banana clips were very, very big, too.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh.
Okay, so
all right, you guys, you got to tell me. I've got these ingredients coming up over here in my refrigerator. I have not looked at them, but you got to tell me what's happening today. I've been dying to know.
Okay, so this is something that I guess has become very popular on social media, Lauren. It is the rainbow crepe or crepe, depending on how you say it. We say crepe, right? Create a rainbow crepe cake. And we have a picture to show you. Have you seen what this challenge looks like, Lauren? Have you seen the rainbow crepe cake online?
I have not seen anything, but I do have a computer set up that is going to allow me to see it.
Okay, can you?
So let's see if I can pull it up really fast.
Bit of a delay, but you can check out the full screen. We've got the photo on screen right now. It is really, really beautiful. It also looks kind of intricate.
Oh, yeah. It's very pretty.
How are your baking skills?
Baking skills are meh, but we're gonna make them really good today. So this is gonna happen, guys. This is gonna happen in less than 1 hour. We're gonna make this rainbow crepe cake. It's crepe. It's crepe. Actually, Derek.
Oh, okay. I'm saying it wrong. Potato, right?
Yeah. So this recipe is so cool. It comes from an app that I love, Tasty, and the ingredients include butter, milk, eggs, flour, sugar, food coloring, and whipped cream. And we want to see how high you can stack your rainbow cake. And remember, Lauren.
How high?
So it has to have multiple colors, right?
Yeah.
And remember, there's always a twist to be had. Don't forget about that.
Oh. Okay, all right. Is the twist coming later, or are you going to just throw it out there right now?
I think it should come later. And you do have the ingredients to get started. So, Lauren, we'll check back in with you in like 15, 20 minutes. And in case any of our viewers are curious to see your step-by-step progress, you are in luck because Lauren will be live the entire hour on Facebook, so you can follow along there.
Sounds like fun. She's going to be great, I think. When we come back, road trips are really a strong appeal for many this summer. We're going to share the hot spots where you get the most bang for your buck when we come back.
Well, welcome back. A lot of us are feeling right now, Courtney, like we could use a vacation. You are not alone if you feel the same way. And our next guest is sharing how you can make the most of your summer this year.
But keeping our family safe and healthy is still a priority, which is why you might find a road trip to be the safest option for your family. Travel expert Gabe Saglier is joining us now with more. Gabe, it's great to see you. And I know so many of my friends, people that I know, are planning the road trip this year.
Very appealing. I mean, listen, we can't go to Europe now, apparently. And even states are looking at certain states and putting up certain restrictions and requirements. Understandable, you know, we're playing a little bit of catch up, you know, couple steps forward, couple steps back. And so regionally across the country, around the world, the rules are changing almost on a daily basis. So, yeah, I think the road trip at the end of the day becomes the easiest thing to and most dependable thing to plan. There's affordability. For a lot of us now, traveling becomes the affordability of travel becomes very, very important after several months of financial situations that have been tossed up in the air. And if you want to stay close to home because there's still that safety factor, well, then a road trip can do that for you as well. You can drive just a couple of hours from Houston and the world is your oyster. So at the end of the day, yeah, the road trip, I think, will be the name of the game over the summer season.
You know, it's so nice. We were down in Galveston last weekend. It took us 50 minutes, 50 minutes to get down there. And we were so close to home, but it felt like a world away. Exactly what we needed. Hey, Gabe, let's talk about RVs and camping because this is a very robust part of the travel industry. And more people are deciding they're going to hit the road in an RV and go camping.
You know, a lot of us are obviously second-guessing things like cruising at the immediate moment, flying even, train travel is, you know, anything that keeps you in a confined space is, for a lot of folks, is not as appealing as it used to be. But yeah, the RV allows you to put your family in the same vehicle, so you're limiting contact with other folks, and then the road takes you wherever you want to go. RV rentals, year over year, some figures are showing are up 1,000%, and 30% of those who are renting RVs are newbies. So these are folks who have never done it before, but they're thinking, hey, you know what? This might be the year that we finally explore this type of travel. I'm getting emails about, well, how much does it cost to rent an RV? Usually, if you're looking at a smaller motorhome, anywhere from $75 to $100 a day. Some of the bigger motorhomes can be about $100 to $250, depending on how many, you know, bells and whistles you want. And then, of course, campsite and RV site rental rates are certainly competitive when you compare them against hotels. So that's if you're going to do an RV trip this summer, you got to really reserve these ASAP because the demand is as hot as we're seeing across the industry.
And you know what's really interesting, too, is when you're thinking about this and you say, OK, I've got the RV, I planned the trip, now I'm ready to hit the road. But you say that's a delicate dance, planning the trip, because it's sort of like once you get there, is there going to be space for me, number one, and are these things open?
And probably most importantly, do people there even want me showing up? I mean, here's the reality. I've spoken to a lot of destination organizations in big cities like Houston and in small little towns and everything in between. And the fact of the matter is that a lot of urban folks, a lot of big city folks start to descend into these smaller destinations because they love the open space. They love the fact that there's more elbow room between us and the traveler next to us. People in those destinations, I mean, the businesses are ready to receive, obviously, folks, but the folks who live in these areas are still concerned in many cases about safety and about health. So I call it the delicate dance. You want to descend into these destinations, but we've got to do it with courtesy and respect because the people who live in these areas may not be, in many cases, ready to receive this influx of visitors. So it's going to be what I call, again, this delicate dance through the summer season. And as we begin to get more comfortable, you know, toward the second half of 2020, I think it'll be a little easier to sort of just show up. But yeah, you got to certainly do your research. I mean, you're going to a certain town because you can't wait to go to that restaurant or that museum. You got to make sure what the restrictions are, make sure that they're open, and make sure that you're going to get the experience that you want.
Yeah, and always follow up by phone, even if you have booked online. So, Gabe, let's chat about some of these day tripping options. We got a list, so let's cruise through them, starting with one of our favorites, Spa Alessandra in downtown.
Yeah, I love the Spa Alessandra there at the Four Diamond Hotel Alessandra, just because it's super easy to get to, and you can now do a 60-minute massage for $95, and that gives you access to all the amenities there. They've got throw in the valet parking. You get some bubbly. So even if you want to escape for a couple of hours in the middle of your day, because your spouse is willing to stay with the kids for 3, 4, 5 hours, that's an easy one to do. Again, all of these in-town options, great way to support local businesses as they begin to slowly open back up. Also, a place called Cypress Trails Ranch. So this is near Humble, about 30 minutes by car, just from where you guys are right now. Beautiful, open, semi-wooded area. A lot of budding equestrians will actually train here. But they'll do these 1.5-hour trail rides for 2, usually 150. Now they're doing it for about 106. Great trail rides. So these open spaces, these open space destinations now super attractive. Here's a great way to take a quick drive up, throw a little lunch along the way, and then do a little horseback riding out there. And then I was looking at hotel rates. If you're thinking about going to cities like, Austin or San Antonio, anything that's close by, you do your homework. These places are in the news these days, so know what's going on. But hotel rates in places like Austin and San Antonio between, in some cases, under $100 a night for 4-star hotels to about $150. So there's some great value if you want to do a little one-nighter. This is the Hotel Valencia Riverwalk in San Antonio, $129 a night. And I found a rate at the Austin Sheraton downtown at the Capitol from $99 a night. So affordability if you want to keep your tripping close to home over the next several months, guys.
Yeah, and that Austin hotel is not far from the Congress Bridge. You can walk around downtown. Okay, Gabe, sit tight, because now that we've covered some of the day trips, maybe after the break, Courtney, we can get to some longer destinations.
I know. If you're looking for a longer getaway after the break, Gabe is going to share 4 spots that you might want to explore over a weekend.
Look at that pretty shot right there. And if you like today's segment, you'll have to tune in for tomorrow's show. We're going to share a beginner's guide to exploring the great outdoors with safety tips and tricks from the seasoned hiker. We'll be back.
Oh, before the break, we covered day trip ideas with travel expert Gabe Saglier.
Some great ones on that list. And just in case you were looking for a longer trip, Gabe is back now with some ideas for weekend getaways. Gabe, welcome back. And where do we begin here? How about a state park?
So, listen, state parks, national parks, they are hot this year. A lot of them are partially open, so you want to do your research before you go. And a lot of them may require reservations well in advance. A lot of these places are booking up several weeks in advance. However, the open space reality in some of these great state and national parks make them very attractive. I was looking at Mustang Island, of course, state park, about a 3.5-hour drive from Houston. They're seeing their camping reservations load up about 2 weeks to 3 weeks ahead of time. So you want to plan this now for maybe late this month into August. They're only open Friday through Sunday, but 4,000 acres of open space, 5 miles of beachfront. They've got several dozen sites that are fully loaded with water and electricity. So if you're going to go camping there, you got all the hookups you need with some of the creature comforts from home. Great hiking, biking, fishing, picnicking here. There's a plethora of bird life, of wildlife. They have that 20-mile paddling trail. So listen, this is for people who want to not go all that far away. Go by car, go by RV or camper, and then just enjoy some of that great, beautiful open space there in Mustang Island State Park. Again, only open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and you want to reserve ahead of time.
Well, that sounds fantastic. A change of scenery and being outdoors, it's like my kind of getaway.
On the water.
Absolutely. Okay, so we already talked about RVing, how popular this is, but you say head to Dallas.
So if you go to a place like Dallas, pretty much any of these great cities that a lot of us are used to going to, but reserving that great hotel, maybe do the RV park as well. This is a great chance to start to know what these RV parks are all about. Usually they are many acres large. They have these great sort of camp-driven and even hotel-driven amenities on site. This is a place near Dallas and Fort Worth called Treetops RV Resort in the town of Arlington. And you've got anything from biking trails here to pools to nightly parties. Everything's being done with the social distancing in mind. In fact, a lot of these properties have stayed open while a lot of hotels have had to be closed down simply because they have that open space that facilitates plenty of, elbow room, a lot of social distancing. But this is a great RV site. They got more than 150 sites. They start at about $99 depending on the size of your RV. They also have these cabins on site. So if you want to do, like my wife would love to do more of a, like the full kitchen and the, concrete patio and maybe the grills. They got these as well. So you're driving up there. It's a great way to do some of this camping style stay, but still have access to Dallas, so those metropolitan areas as well. So the rates on these cabins, usually for most of the summer season, I'm finding out about $243 a night, but they sleep up to 4 people. And again, it is during peak traveling months over the next couple of months there in the Dallas Fort Worth area.
That is my kind of camping.
Yeah, yeah.
You know it is.
Or no tents involved, right? Those really are cute little cabins. They're like a miniature craftsman home. That's a great option. All right, if we're in the mood for something a little farther away, you say go 8 hours, Gabe, over to Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Yes, so there are some fantastic options, obviously, along the Gulf Coast. I do love Gulf Shores, Alabama, because of that 6,000-acre Gulf State Park. So again, if you want to do that beautiful beachside hiking first thing in the morning, if you want to do the golfing, they got zip lining over the sand dunes. This is a great property. This is the Hilton Hotel. It's the lodge at Gulf State Park.
That's beautiful.
Rates come down nicely next month. So August rates starting at $175. But this is a gorgeous, sprawling property, very eco-friendly. So they've sort of driven the environmentally friendly stay there in this portion of the Gulf Coast. But great rates at a great hotel. The dining is perfect. And again, you've got those thick 6,000 acres of that state park at your disposal. So plenty of available room there. And again, one of the many spots we can pick throughout the Gulf Coast area. They sort of go on sale during the summer months, but offer some of that open space access that a lot of us are seeking these days.
Absolutely. And of course, as we said in both of these segments, do your homework, know where the COVID numbers are, know where you're going. Scottsdale, Arizona is also one of those. It's a great destination place. And typically we find it a little bit cheaper in the summer because it's pretty hot there.
115,
This was our,
20.
It's a dry heat.
I love it. It's
I do too.
invigorating to me when I can walk out at 7 a.m. and have that 100-degree sun hit my face. But you're right. Listen, Arizona's in the news, so you want to keep tabs on what's going on there. I do have a colleague who just came back from 2 weeks in Scottsdale, and she had a fantastic time. Most of the places there are open, but you want to know what's going on. The neat thing about this resort, so this is the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess. If you've got kids, you almost don't even have to leave the resort after you get here because of the many pools, the many activities, the parties they have going on throughout the course of the day. They got a 2-for-1, so you book 2 nights. Your second night is free, bringing your per night rate down to $109. Fantastic for this upscale resort. This is a golf mecca. In the Southwest. This is a spa mecca. In fact, the spa at this resort may be the best spa in all of Arizona. So I think this is a great way if you want to kind of contain your stay when you go to a place like Arizona. Pick a resort like this. The Bourbon Steak, the Michael Mina Bourbon Steak. They're fantastic dining. So you can do everything you want there without having to really expose yourself all that much if you don't want to. So these sort of self-contained resorts to me are a great way to sort of explore these other destinations. It is a 12-hour drive. To me, that's the journey is part of the destination. If you're a road warrior, that 12-hour drive is not going to scare you. And again, as you said, the rates in an area like Scottsdale as low as going to be all year long.
Okay, travel expert Gabe Saglia. It's great to see you, bud. You always make me want to take another trip. We appreciate your ideas and your time.
Thanks, guys.
Always great information. Check out our website for a recap of all the spots that Gabe talked about today.
All right. You're going to plan a trip too, right?
Of course.
I knew it. I knew it. Next on Houston Life, we're heading back over to Lauren Kelly's kitchen to see how she's doing with today's challenge. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You guys have been submitting some pretty great photos of things in your closet you still have. We're going to get to some of those comments now. Stephanie wrote in and said she still has her Wilson Leather zip-up body glove dress and her LA Gear bedazzled acid wash denim jacket. So check that out. LA Gear, I had forgotten about that.
Oh my word. That's amazing. I know. I love all these photos. They're so awesome. There's lots of photos on our website. Are we reading more?
Yeah.
We are.
Melissa with the jellies.
Oh, the jelly shoes. They are back, by the way.
What do you mean horrible fashion? Melissa, no.
Oh, yes, girl.
The most awkward, ugly creation. No, Melissa. I mean, maybe they weren't that supportive, right? Because they totally had a flat bottom. I remember my sisters both had jellies, and I thought they were so cool.
Amazing. I also had the bracelets. Okay, Lauren Kelly has been busy cooking up some crepes today. Isn't it just a cake?
That's how the French say it.
But it's a cake, right? I'm confused. Isn't a crepe flat?
I don't know. It is. They're flat. It's layered. So it's like a layer of a crepe and then cream. And then, right, Lauren? That's how you're making it.
But
layer
you're baking
by layer
a cake.
by layer.
You're baking a cake.
Basically, crepes are a French dessert, but there are so many now. We've done a package with some great people at the crepe place in Katy, and they actually showed me how to make it, and it's a lot harder than you think, but you cannot make them like only dessert style. You can add the meat and stuff. This for sure is dessert style. So we're making a rainbow one, and what I'm gonna do first is make this down to minimum heat. I've got to dump in all the colors. It's gonna be rainbow, so purple's on the very bottom. If you want to come over here and look really fast, we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple for this crepe style cake, and it looks really, really beautiful. I just don't know yet how long we have to cook them, so I'm trying to get this crepe made because they're really hard once you have to flip them in this pan. And I remember that being my non-hard, or really not a very good part to do this. But look, so I need this to cook a little bit. Fill it up there, and then I'm gonna keep adding this batter as it cooks. Minnie is just trying to help me as much as she can, you know, she's in the kitchen. So I'm gonna let this cook a little bit. I'm gonna pour a little bit more. Okay, you guys, look, isn't that purple really pretty though? It's coming out pretty good so far. I just have to figure out how to, you know, cook that and get it out of the pan.
And the twist, Lauren, I mean, the trick is that you need to be able to cook it just to the right consistency, so it is, you know, not too thick, not too thin, not overdone, not crispy.
Right.
Okay.
So I've just got to figure out.
Well, now we need to tell you the twist, right? So you need to walk over to your refrigerator. And let's see what's inside.
Don't burn what's on the stove, though. So, sorry, let us just take a good look at what is in your fridge.
Take a good old look.
Okay, so we're gonna pick an item.
Would you like?
We're gonna pick an item from your fridge that you have to add into the cake. You've got to put it on the cake and layer into the cake. I don't know. I think that ketchup is looking good. What do you think, Courtney?
Go for it.
I think a little ketchup swirl on a few of the layers would be great. So go for that.
Okay, we're not eating this, right? Like, this isn't really good.
Oh, yeah, you got to eat it. You got to eat all your hard work, right?
All right, we'll get to it, Lauren. They're wrapping us. We'll see you in just a minute. We're going to check back in with Lauren in about 10 minutes. Again, she is live on Facebook, so you can follow along there.
Oh no, the ketchup, I kind of feel bad. So shifting gears now, medical experts, agree that wearing a face mask is one of the simple things we can all do to help stop the spread of coronavirus and take care of each other, but not all offer the same protection. After the break, what to look for when shopping for a new mask. We'll be right back. The rising number of COVID-19 cases in our area, health and county officials are still recommending everyone wear a mask in public.
But not all masks deliver the same protection. Boomer Naturals is a health and wellness company offering comfortable, breathable face coverings. Joining us now is Dr. Mary Clifton, an internal medicine doctor and advisory board member for Boomer Naturals. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Well, let's get right into it, because when we're talking about face masks, I consider this as now part of my wardrobe. It just sort of accentuates the outfit, but not all masks are created equally. So let's just get to the basics on Boomer Naturals. Not only how these are created, but we don't have to worry about washing them every time.
Well, with the Boomer Naturals mask, the best masks are going to be 2 or at least 3 layers of tightly woven fabric. And preferably if the outer layer can have a little bit of moisture wicking capacity, if there's a little polyester in the fabric, that will help if you walk through somebody else's sneeze or cough cloud to prevent that from penetrating a single layer of loosely knit fabric. So these 3 layers of tightly woven fabric is wonderful. And if there can be a built-in filter in addition to that, where there's some additional filtration, that's very good too. So this particular mask has some nano silver technology infused into all 3 layers of fabric, so that you get that additional filtration without, without a lot of bulkiness or thickness to the mask itself. It still remains very breathable and talkable.
So 3 layers. I know a lot of medical professionals say at least 2 layers for that mask to be effective. So yours has 3 layers, or this Boomer Naturals. Talk a little bit more about the nano silver technology. What exactly is that and how does it work?
Well, the nano silver technology you might have seen in some of your exercise fabrics that work as a natural bacterial and natural antibacterial and antiviral, and just provides that added layer of protection. So you're not only getting 3 layers of tightly woven fabric, but also that built-in filter. And it's a very easy product to use because you're not, putting it over the back of your head. You just use the ear flap to put it on one ear and then put it over your nose and mouth, and then using the ear loop for the other ear. And once you position it and make sure you just check on your gaps, then you can test it in the mirror. And when you're breathing, you can see how the mask collapses a bit, because I don't want the air to go around a gap and get in from the side and then not be properly filtered. So it's nice that this mask does that. And it also recognizes that I have a nose and a mouth. There's a little bit of space around that, so it feels so claustrophobic.
Absolutely. Or you feel the heat from your own breath, if I do say so myself, right? Now, besides this is instead of a single use, we mentioned this off the top, doctor, that these are good for 30 days. So does that mean we don't need to wash it? We can wear it multiple times?
Well, you should still wash it. It's good for 30 days, 30 washings. And so anytime that you're done wearing I keep it just a stack of them by the door and next to some hand sanitizer. And that way I have everything I need when I'm ready to leave. And so when I get home, first stop, I kick off my shoes and then just go straight to the sink. And with warm soapy water, you can scrub for 5 minutes, and then everything, all of the viral particles get broken up with the detergent in your soap. And so you can hang the mask to dry, lay it to dry after you've washed it, and then your hands are also clean. And then you can turn to your packages or your mail or whatever else you've brought in with you. But then I just always have a few of these hanging from the knobs on my kitchen cabinets, and then a little stack by the door so that I'm ready when it's time to leave.
And doctor, we want to be mindful of your time. I know you need to get back to your practice, but very quickly, you mentioned the sizing. That was one of my issues from the beginning. Some of these masks, I felt like my ears were being crushed and my nose was being pressed down. Are there different size options for folks?
There's all kinds of sizes and styles, all the way from extra large for people with very prominent jaw structures, all the way down to little kiddos. I have a really sweet little blue one with rabbits that I sent to my grandchildren. So plenty of great options for whatever you're looking for.
And I love it, too, because there's also family packs. And you know what? It is the new normal, and you might as well have something that's comfortable on the face that you're not going to tug and pull at it and wear it as long as we need to.
Well, you really need to just prevent other people's respiratory secretions from getting into your throat. That's how this virus spreads. You inhale somebody else's cough or sneeze, and then those particles attach to the back of your throat, and then that's how they enter your body. So, I mean, really, we live in very densely populated cities at this point in our society. I don't think I will go through another flu season without a face covering for the rest of my life. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and it's a simple way to protect yourself and to protect others. Just simply wear a mask. Dr. Mary Clifton, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
And the good news, they are in stock, too, because I know a lot of people, you go to order a mask and you can't find it in stock. These are in stock. Boomer Naturals does have a special offer for Houston Life viewers. You can order online at boomernaturals.com and get 20% off with the promo code KPRC20.
Thanks so much, Dr. Clifton. We'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, the clock is ticking. We are back live now. The time is 1:53 p.m. Lauren, we're just about ready for the final reveal.
Oh, well, it's a good thing that we're almost ready for the final reveal because, I've really gotten quite good at making these crepes, Derek and Courtney. They might not look as pretty on the bottom as they do on the top, but the colors are on the top. And if you put enough whipped cream on anything, it's going to taste delicious.
Exactly.
So,
well, I'm very impressed so far because that is the hardest part, is getting that batter and not burning, what's in the pan. You got to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I will say, when we made these crepes at the restaurant, they have a little roly tool. That's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks like a pancake.
Oh,
That's a
no.
straight-up pancake.
Lauren, it was blue
I
on
don't
one
want-
side and you flipped it over and it's brown. What happened? Uh-oh.
Well, Derek, if you need me to eat it and not get E. coli, I have to cook it.
Oh.
Or salmonella.
Okay, that's a good point.
So, yeah, look, we're gonna make these as pretty as we can, and then we'll try to make a big rainbow tasty one in the next minute and a half or so, and then, you know, maybe next time we'll figure it out a little bit better and get some more tools.
So we want to show everybody our inspiration pick that we got from Tasty.
Oh.
And I think that there it is. It's quite large.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I think, Lauren, as you're stacking it all up, once you slice into it, that will be the moment of truth. Do not forget the ketchup. We're going to take a quick commercial break now.
It's definitely there.
And then we'll check back in with
ketchup
you.
is still there.
Sorry about the ketchup. It was all I could. I almost went for the pickles. That would have been good.
Either one.
Oh,
another brown pancake. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back in Lauren's kitchen with the final reveal. How's it going, Lauren? What does it look like?
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Are you ready? Ta-da!
Wow.
It is so hot, you guys.
Wow. You know what? It looks good. At first, I thought it sort of looks more like a sandwich. Almost identical.
Like it does look like a sandwich.
Almost identical to the inspiration
Like a pancake sandwich, right? Yeah, it's like a pancake sandwich.
You did great, girl.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tomorrow another challenge will be upon you. The hint is buckle up. We'll see you then.